What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Elliott Delp, and today we are going to be going over my top calibers for coyote hunting. So let's get right into this video. So like I said before the intro rolled, we're going to be going over the different calibers I recommend to coyote hunt. Coyote hunting is in full force right now here in Virginia. As you can see, there's snow all over the ground. We're here at the range. We just got done playing with some cool toys, and I thought it'd be nice to make a video talking about my favorite calibers to coyote hunt with. But before we get into that, I would like to ask you guys to hit the like and subscribe button if you find this video informative. Go comment down below whether or not you think so or not, or if I missed one of your favorite calibers for coyote hunting. So go do that. Also, if you're into free stuff, I would recommend you go check out my giveaway over on my Instagram and Facebook page. I will leave the links to those in the description so you can go check that out. We got some pretty awesome stuff we're giving away. We're giving away one of our hoodies, the Take Someone Outdoors hoodie. We're giving away a barrel from Diamondback Firearms. We're giving away a lower parts kit, and we're also giving away a first focal plane scope from Primary Arms. So that's like $500 worth of stuff. So if you're into that kind of thing, which you probably are, I would go check out the giveaway over on my Instagram and Facebook. So let's start out with one of my favorite calibers for coyote hunting. It is right here on this Bog Death Grip tripod, which I really recommend, especially if you are a coyote hunter as well and you're into the whole tripod thing. This is the Diamondback 6.5 Grendel, and the 6.5 Grendel is pretty much one of my favorite calibers overall because of how much you can accomplish with it. I use a 6.5 Grendel to pig hunt, to deer hunt here in Virginia, where you don't really have to shoot a super long way. Like I said, pretty much any kind of hunting that I would do, I would use a 6.5 Grendel. The 6.5 Grendel has some pretty good knockdown power. It is very comparable to a 308 within close range. I mean, the 308 will obviously take something out at some great distances, but the Grendel does good, probably 300-400 range in. You can definitely stretch the legs a lot further than that, but it's not really something I get into too much. Just to go over the rifle a little bit, this is topped with an ATN 3x14 night vision. It's the X-Sight 4K Pro. It does pretty well. I would definitely recommend it, and I will link it in the description down below as well. But yeah, the 6.5 Grendel, I use a Hornady 123 grain custom load to do my hunting with. Usually the lower grain bullets do very well, and I really like it. Alright, so let's move on to our second caliber that I really recommend. So let's take the Grendel off and put the next rifle up there, and these by no means have to be in the AR platform. I just have them in the AR platform because that's what I like to coyote hunt with. So the second caliber is a very common caliber in pretty much the whole industry of firearms in general, and that is a 5.56. This is a very small, lightweight caliber that does its job very well, especially in terms of killing a coyote. It's one of the reasons it is so great is because it is so common. Well, it was common. You can pretty much pick up 5.56 anywhere. The ammunition used to be fairly cheap. Now the ammunition is at least findable, where the 6.5 Grendel, you can't really find it anymore. I'm glad I kind of stocked up before everything went haywire, but the 5.56, you can still find the ammunition, and it does very well. I like to use a soft point, the Varmint. Actually, the Hornady Varmint isn't a soft point. It has a polymer, that red tip that Hornady uses. But I've also used some Federal soft point ammunition that does good for hunting coyotes, foxes, that sort of thing. It doesn't tear it up too bad when you shoot a fox or a coyote with the 5.56. I mean, it hits it, knocks it down. It doesn't split it in half. I've seen some other calibers do that. It can be very destructive and tear it up if you're using for like fur or something. But that's one of the great things with the 5.56. You can also take it out to some pretty good distances, 200-300 yards. You can definitely stretch it way further than that, but that's not something I would do. This 5.56 here, I use this one for daytime. As you can see, it has the primary arms, 1:6 SLX scope on it, and I think it does a very good job for like the morning coyote hunts or late afternoon, and it really can put them down. This is also another Diamondback firearms, so by no means am I sponsored by Diamondback, but they do make some very good rifles. Okay, so let's move on to the next and final caliber in the list, and that would be the pretty much go-to caliber for any kind of hunting, the .308. And there are some cons to using a .308 in my opinion when predator hunting, but there are also some benefits to using a .308 in predator hunting. So let me go over the cons first of all. The first con I would have is if you are like hunting foxes or anything, this thing can like pop them in half. So a lot of people will use maybe like a lighter grain bullet, something a little bit that doesn't have as much poof to it, for me to describe it the best way I can. But it is a great caliber. You can shoot super long distance with this thing. There's pretty much, if you can see it, you can shoot it with a .308, and especially if you're using like some thermal optics. The thermals have the ability to really allow you to use some range. Some of them have like identification out to like 1,000 yards, some of the very high-end ones. So if you're wanting to do some super long range shooting for some coyotes and you're at night, .308's a very good option, and if you hit it, it's going down. Like there's no hitting and wounding it really with a .308. It's a hitting and it falls over and dies or explodes. I watched a video one time of this guy. He was hunting with an AR-10 chambered in a 243. And that's another good caliber you can use. But he shot a fox with it, and the fox just pretty much exploded. He was using the thermal. He caught it on video, and it just went poof. It was pretty much just a poof, which I don't recommend. But using your lighter weighted bullets, lower grains, the .308 is a great caliber just because you can knock it down pretty much if you just hit it. Okay guys, so I think that pretty much does it for the video. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is a Diamondback .308 with a 16-inch barrel and a Buckmaster scope on top of it. Once again, not a bolt. Bolts work great, but these are my like top 3 calibers. Some very good calibers that I didn't mention and that I think I should mention. The 224 Valkyrie is a very good caliber. It's kind of like a mix between the 5.56 and the 6.5 Grendel in terms of distance, and you get a little bit heavier bullet, but it's not as lightweight as the 5.56 is. So the 224 Valkyrie, 6.5 Creedmoor is another one. You can get those lighter weight bullets, super flat, fast shooting gun, and then 243 is also a very good caliber. All right, so I'm sure I missed some, and if I did, go tell me down in the comment section. It would mean a lot to me. Would love to hear from you. Okay, so I think that about does it for the video. If you would, please go hit the like and subscribe, especially if you found this video useful. If you're new to coyote hunting, if you are trying to get into it, I'd love to hear from you. Ask me questions. DM me on my socials. I'll be happy to help you out any way that I can. Before we completely wrap this thing up, I would like to ask you guys to go enter the giveaway. Super simple. Links to my socials will be in the description. You can find the giveaway post there. It's in big letters. You'll see it, giveaway. And enter to win. You get some really great stuff. It's valued at like 500 bucks. So who doesn't like free stuff, right? So I think that about does it, guys. I appreciate every single one of you for watching. As always, take someone outdoors. I will see y'all next time.